3 days. That's all it takes to potty train your toddler. But here's what shocks parents across America. 78% of families take 6 months or longer, struggling through accidents, tears, and frustration. Why? Because they're following outdated advice that actually makes the process harder. If you're gradually introducing the potty, using training pants, or waiting for your child to show interest, this episode will completely change your approach. Most American parents approach potty training the way their parents did, slow and steady. Start around 18 months, keep diapers as backup, praise every little success, and hope it eventually clicks. Pediatricians often say, wait until they're ready. Parenting books suggest months of preparation. And grandparents, they tell you stories about how it took a year with your older sibling. So parents buy special potty seats, character-themed underwear, sticker charts, and settle in for the long haul. They think patience is the key. More time equals less pressure, right? Here's the problem. When you drag out potty training over months, your child's brain gets mixed messages. One moment they're in diapers, where it's okay to go whenever. The next moment, they're supposed to hold it and use the potty. This back and forth confuses the neurological pathways being formed around bladder control and body awareness. A 2019 study from the University of Michigan Medical School tracked over 1,500 families. The results? Children trained using intensive 3-day methods had a 92% success rate and fewer accidents long-term compared to those trained gradually over 6 months, who showed only 68% success with significantly more regression. But here's what's fascinating. In countries like Switzerland and parts of Scandinavia, intensive potty training in under a week is the norm. Their average potty training age? 22 months. In the U.S., 37 months. Same human biology, completely different results. Why? Because they understand something most American parents don't. Toddler brains learn through immersion and consistency, not gradual transition. Here's what 83% of parents don't know. Your toddler's prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for impulse control and body awareness, develops rapidly between 18 and 30 months. This is the neurological window where intensive training works best. Dr. Sarah Mitchell at Stanford Children's Health conducted research in 2020 with 400 families across California, Texas, and New York. Half used traditional gradual methods. Half used intensive 3-day protocols. The intensive group? 94% were fully daytime trained by day 5. The gradual group? Only 41% after 3 weeks, and they experienced 3 times more resistance behaviors like hiding to go or refusing to sit on the potty. The shocking discovery? Children in the intensive group showed less stress markers. Their cortisol levels were actually lower than the gradual group. Why? Because clarity reduces anxiety. When toddlers get consistent, clear expectations, they feel more secure, not less. Here's the mechanism. The toddler brain has 3 key systems at play. The sensory cortex, which registers bladder fullness, the motor cortex, which controls sphincter muscles, and the prefrontal cortex, which makes the decision to act. When you use diapers part-time, you're asking these 3 systems to operate on a split schedule. The sensory cortex learns to ignore fullness signals during diaper time. The motor cortex gets lazy because it doesn't need to hold. And the prefrontal cortex never builds the habit pathway because the situation keeps changing. But with intensive training, all three systems work in sync constantly. Within 72 hours, new neural pathways form. The brain starts recognizing the bladder fullness sensation as urgent information requiring immediate response. It's pure neuroplasticity in action. Dr. Emily Chen, pediatric developmental specialist in Chicago, explains it this way. Think of potty training like learning to ride a bike. You don't put training wheels on for an hour, then take them off, then put them back on. The inconsistency prevents the brain from building automatic responses. Immersion creates competence. Let me show you how this works in real life. Amanda, a mom from Portland, Oregon, tried gradual training with her son Lucas, starting at 20 months. 6 months later, still having daily accidents. She felt like a failure. Then she tried the 3-day intensive method. Day 1 was rough, 11 accidents. Day 2, 4 accidents. Day 3, 1 accident. By week 2, fully trained, even initiating bathroom trips himself. Total timeline, 10 days versus 6 failed months. Or take Jennifer in Houston. Her daughter Ava seemed not ready at 24 months, according to gradual training signs. She wasn't asking to use the potty or staying dry for long periods. Jennifer waited until 30 months, then spent 8 frustrating months with mixed results. With her second daughter, Sophia, Jennifer tried intensive training at 22 months. Despite Sophia showing even fewer readiness signs, she was fully trained in 4 days. Same parent, same genetics, completely different approach and outcome. Here's the pattern we see across hundreds of families. Intensive training works faster, creates less long-term stress, and builds genuine confidence because children actually master the skill instead of half learning it over months. The method is called the trained system. That stands for timing, remove diapers, attention-focused, immediate response, no pressure, expect accidents, and dedication to consistency. This framework was developed by combining research from pediatric urologists, child psychologists, and early childhood educators across major U.S. medical centers. Originally used for children with developmental delays, parents discovered it worked even better for typical development. Why is it so effective? Because it aligns with how toddler brains actually learn, through repetition, immediate feedback, and immersive experience. Step 1. Choose the right timing. Your goal here is picking 3 consecutive days where you can be home, fully present, with 0 major distractions. Most successful parents choose a long weekend or take 2 personal days with a regular weekend. Here's exactly what to do. Look at your calendar 2 weeks out. Block off 3 days. Make sure no one is sick, you're not moving, no major family events are happening. You need boring, routine days. Your child should be between 20 and 36 months old. Can they walk well? Can they pull pants up and down with minimal help? Can they follow simple 2-step directions? If yes to all 3, they're physically ready regardless of whether they seem interested in the potty. Here's a real example. Michael in Denver chose a random Tuesday through Thursday when his wife Rachel worked from home. Wrong move. Rachel had 3 video calls each day. Michael couldn't give full attention. They quit by day 2. Second attempt, they chose Memorial Day weekend. No work, no obligations, phones on silent. Their son Dylan trained successfully because Michael could watch him like a hawk for 72 hours straight. Common mistakes? Trying to potty train the week before starting preschool. Stressful. During a vacation with unpredictable schedules. Too chaotic. Right after a new sibling arrives. Terrible timing. Your child needs calm, predictable days to focus on this new skill. Signs you're doing this right. You feel slightly bored because you've cleared your schedule so thoroughly. You have backup childcare for siblings. You've meal prepped, so cooking won't distract you. Step 2. Remove all diapers completely. This is the part that scares parents, but it's the most critical step. On morning 1, the diaper comes off and never goes back on during waking hours. Your goal is forcing awareness. Here's how it works. Wake up, remove the overnight diaper, and put your child in regular underwear or bare bottom with a long t-shirt. No pull-ups. Those are just expensive diapers that send mixed messages. The reason this works comes down to sensation. In a diaper, wetness gets wicked away from skin. The brain doesn't register consequences. In underwear, wetness is immediately uncomfortable. That discomfort creates the neural connection. Peeing outside the potty feels bad. Real example? Sophia in Boston kept her daughter Emma in pull-ups during potty training because accidents stressed her out. 3 months later, still having accidents. Why? Emma's brain never made the wet equals bad connection. The pull-up absorbed everything comfortably. When Sophia switched to regular underwear, Emma trained in 1 week. The difference? Immediate feedback that her brain couldn't ignore. Common mistakes? Putting a diaper on for naps, just in case. This tells the brain diapers are still an option. Using pull-ups for car rides, same problem. The only exception is overnight until daytime training is solid for 2 weeks. Signs you're doing it right? You feel nervous about potential accidents. That's good. It means you're committed. You've put waterproof mats on the couch and car seat. You're keeping the potty in the main living area where you spend time. Step 3. Give focused attention for 3 days. Your entire job during these 72 hours is watching your child for pre-pee signals. That's it. No phone scrolling, no cooking elaborate meals, no catching up on work emails. Specifically, watch for these signs: sudden stillness, going quiet during play, crossing legs, holding their crotch, squatting, or hiding behind furniture. These happen 5 to 15 seconds before pee comes. The moment you see any signal, calmly say, "Potty time," and physically guide them to the toilet. Not asking, not suggesting, guiding. Your tone should be matter-of-fact, like you're saying, "Time for lunch." Here's what this looked like for Melissa in Phoenix with her son Carter. Day 1, she spotted him freeze while playing with blocks. She scooped him up, walked him to the potty, and he went. That immediate connection between sensation and action started building the neural pathway. By day 3, Carter started recognizing his own signals and would stop playing to head toward the bathroom himself. That's the brain rewiring in real time. Mistakes parents make: trying to potty train while watching the kids and deep cleaning the house. Doesn't work. Putting the child in front of a screen all day so they're distracted while you watch them. They need active play to notice their body signals, not passive screen time. Signs you're doing it right. You're exhausted by bedtime because you've been hyper-vigilant. You've caught at least a few pees midstream and redirected to the potty. You haven't checked social media all day. Step 4. Respond immediately and consistently. Every single time you see a signal or an accident starts, you take the same action. Pick them up, say, "Pee goes in the potty," and place them on the toilet. even if they already peed on the floor. This builds automaticity. The brain loves patterns. When the response is identical every time, the toddler's brain starts predicting it. Eventually, they internalize the response and do it themselves. Here's the thing about toddler learning. They need about 40 to 60 repetitions before a new behavior becomes automatic. 3 intensive days gives you enough opportunities to hit that number. Gradual training might only give them 5 to 10 repetitions per week, which is why it takes so much longer. Step 5. Keep pressure and emotion low. This might seem contradictory, but you want to stay completely neutral during accidents. No frustration, no disappointment, no big reactions. Just clean up and move on. When they do pee in the potty, give simple acknowledgement. "You did it!" is plenty. Don't throw a parade. Why? Because toddlers can feel performance pressure, which triggers anxiety, which makes them hold pee or hide to go. Step 6. Expect accidents and stay calm. This is huge. You will see 8 to 15 accidents on day 1, 4 to 8 on day 2, maybe 1 to 3 on day 3. This is completely normal and actually part of the learning process. Each accident is data for your child's brain. It's learning what the "I need to pee" sensation feels like and connecting it to the consequence. Without accidents, there's no feedback loop. Step 7. Stay dedicated to consistency. This is where most parents fail. Day 1 is chaos. Day 2 shows improvement. Day 3 looks good. Then day 4, they put their kid in a diaper for a car ride. Brain gets confused. Regression happens. You need 2 weeks of unwavering consistency. Same response every time. No diapers except overnight. Bring the potty in the car if needed. Stay home more than usual. This dedication is what cements the neural pathways. So here's the bottom line. Gradual potty training over months is outdated and actually harder on both parent and child. The truth? 3 intensive days using the trained method. Pick the right timing, remove all diapers, give focused attention, respond immediately, keep pressure low, expect accidents, and dedicate yourself to consistency. Timeline: 72 intensive hours, followed by 2 weeks of consistency. Results: a fully potty-trained toddler with strong neural pathways and confidence. Start today. Right now, open your calendar and block off 3 days in the next 2 weeks. Clear everything. That's your potty training window. Tonight, gather supplies: 6 pairs of underwear, waterproof mattress pad, portable potty, cleaning supplies, extra patience. Tomorrow, talk to your child. Simple language: no more diapers. Pee goes in the potty now. Don't ask permission, just inform them calmly. If you stay consistent for 3 full days, you'll see your child start recognizing their own body signals. That's their brain rewiring. Keep going for 2 weeks, and you'll have a trained toddler who's genuinely proud of their new skill. I've created a free printable potty training tracker and hour-by-hour guide for all 3 days. You'll find the link in the episode description. Print it out and check off each hour as you go. Comment below and tell me, what's been your biggest potty training challenge? I read and respond to every single comment. Next episode, we're tackling nighttime training and how to handle that final step once daytime is solid. You won't want to miss it. Until then, trust the process, stay consistent, and remember, 3 days can change everything.